painted this today. I was crying all day today and was going to make videos and had a very bad phase of like sadness. I spent the last 3 days in bed crying, processing a lot, and I just thought I'll wear this dress today because I wear a dress. Feel better. It's not working. I guess I've been humbled a lot. Life has beaten me to a lot of stuff. I used to think that I had my shit together. I think we never really do. It's one of the biggest lies that you can ever tell yourself for as long as you're alive is that you got your shit together, because there's no such thing. Every time you learn a lesson and you realize that you didn't have your shit together, the good thing that happens is that you have a lot of feedback, like stuff that you can see is not working. I am the kind of person who believes in systems. Like, I think in systems. That's just how my brain works, and nothing is ever wasted, ever. You can always rebuild, you can always fix something, and it can be your own self, it can be your thought process, it could be your life, your relationships, it could be your self-image. We just need to be open to feedback for that to happen. And I can sometimes be a little stubborn sometimes, but at the same time I'm obsessive. Like, if you say something to me, it will stick. I will remember it. And when my moods change, when my feelings change, I will think about the thing that was said to me, and I take the words that are being said to me for what they are, and I don't take them personally. I have my phases, I crash out, I have emotional outbursts, and I think you should. I think one should, because what is a human if not emotional? So I have outbursts, I do lash out, I refuse to listen sometimes. I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. But the words, they stick. And when I'm in a more pensive mood, in a more calm, detached, analytical phase, it happens with me because I'm an introvert and I spend a lot of time alone. So I reflect on the things that were said to me, and I reflect on what is the truth, if it is true. What part of it is emotional? What part of it is projection? What part of it is just to make me feel bad? Because sometimes we can do that, you know. Sometimes we can say things to make people feel bad. But I think the beauty of words is that it's a combination of your conscious and your subconscious thinking process. Let's say cognition, to use a more sophisticated term. It's a combination of your overall cognition, and you are observing sometimes, and you're also observing when you don't notice that you're observing. So whenever someone like rants at you, I do this thing now where I just listen, and I take a little bit of a detached perspective, and I go inside my head and I check the facts, like what part of it is actually true. Have I done this? Yes, maybe I have. Not maybe. I mean, there comes a point when you're self-reflective enough to know that you have done something or you haven't done that said thing. It actually solves a lot of problems in relationships if one can adopt that temperament towards disagreements and arguments. Is like, if you can just take a second before reacting and think what part of it is actually true, what part of it is just like emotion. That way what happens is you don't react, you respond. You don't get like, oh fuck you too then, you know. Because I guess there's an age where that just becomes more of a hassle than it is helpful. It doesn't even make you feel better after a point if you say that or react with that attitude. I'm an interoceptive person, so feelings are more like sensations for me in my body. They're not abstract beliefs or ideas inside my head or thoughts. They're very much physical sensations. So, for an example, if I feel grief, it just rises from like my pelvis to my heart, and for some time I was not able to have that grief travel all the way to my heart because I was bracing against it. Like, I don't want to feel it. I can't afford to feel things. But lately what's happened is like your feelings, they catch up to you. There's this quote from The Fault in Our Stars, is like one of the most beautiful and factual statements about grief is that's the thing about pain. It demands to be felt. We'll see what happens next. This is my emotional state. Like, I'm very sad. Life is really having it with me right now. It's like, so how are you gonna deal with this one, Nikki? What are you gonna do with this one? How are you gonna come out of this now? Huh? How is it gonna be this time? Are you gonna survive this? Because today I decided that these are just sensations passing through me and I can get through them, because if I keep abandoning myself every time a strong emotion comes up, I'm always going to keep looking for someone else to hold that, carry that for me. And we can't make people into slaves. We can't do that. We need to regulate ourselves. So one way of doing that is, as soon as a sensation or emotion rises, you don't go into managing, interpreting, or suppressing, or bracing against it. Don't do that. Like, just think of yourself as like a 5-year-old, maybe. Get a picture of yourself from that age, maybe. It would be a very good experience if you tried, and look at that person and look at that little person and think, if this person was having a little bit of a tantrum right now, or being overwhelmed with how much their body is being forced to do or asked to do right now in this moment, how would you treat them? Would you hold their hand? Would you give them a hug? Would you ask them what they need? Because that's just how we always are. Our bodies grow, but our emotions still need space and attention and respect and time, so that they don't become a thing that subconsciously affects your decisions. They can be a characteristic of your personality, that you acknowledge it, resolve it, then make the decision free of that emotion, rather than thinking that I don't feel anything. Make the decision, and half of the times that decision is emotionally influenced. No matter how much you think that it's practical, there's no such thing as practicality devoid of emotion. You have to make space for your emotions first, process them, resolve them, and then you can be a reliable narrator of your own experience, rather a reliable witness of your own experience. And your decisions are much more logically coherent once you have addressed the elephant in the room. So, yeah, haven't washed my hair and it's kind of a mess right now. So, this has been more of a intimate discussion. I hope it makes sense to whoever watches it. I guess I'll just do a little twirl. Twirl for the camera. Okay, my goofy self is coming out. I guess I was just having a little bit of a rough flow talking session. I often tend to do that. Thought I might record this one, so adios.